Hey Super Awesome Stampers, it's Super Awesome Stamper Shirley Merker. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. Sorry my presentation this morning had audio and connectivity problems. I am hopefully going to delete those two videos so you don't have to suffer through them. So let's get started on my stitched Framelit Spotlight. So the first thing that I'm going to do is go through the framelits I have at my house that we have in our product line. So you can see just all the different varieties we have. This is the Stitched Labels framelit. So there's stitching all around these frames, every single one. And then these two longer ones make a cross hatch, or like a cross, and then an actual stitching. So that one's completely, every piece has got it on there. The next set is the Stitch So Sweetly set. All of the pieces have the stitching on it as well. Our Stitch Stars, all of the large stars have got the stitching all the way around. The smaller pieces do not. Next set is the Arts and Crafts die. So what makes the stitching unique is this is a fun shape, but when you add stitching onto it, like the stitching here and there, it just increases your wow factor without having to do extra work because you're already running the paper through the Big Shot. Alright, and the rest of the stitches that I have in my house we're going to be using on the kits that I had in April kits in the mail. So many of you purchased a kit. I thank you for that. It kept me busy for quite a while. I got those out as quickly as I can, and hopefully they arrived in your mailbox safely. So the first card that I'm going to be demonstrating is this Fun Fold card. The idea came from my sister, and she said she originally got it from a different Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Her name is Rhonda Wade, so I wanted to make sure I gave her credit for this fancy fold. So the first thing that you're going to do is find your envelope that's got the garden green pieces in it. And when I do card making kits or card buffet, all of my card bases are different colors, so you know exactly which card goes with which design. So the first thing that you're going to do is bring in your trimmer, and we're only going to use this trimmer just once. What you need to do is slice off 1 inch on the front side. And hopefully you've embossed all your cards bases already. I did 1 card each, so you could see what kind of a variety that Stampin' Up! Offers in our product line. So slice off the 1 inch. I didn't use this anywhere in the card, so it's yours to do with whatever you'd like to. So I'm just going to set that aside, and we're done with the cutter. That's all I had you do today. Alright, next, pull out your pattern pieces. And there is a... Alright, next, pull out your pattern pieces and adhere your 5.5 by 1 inch strip along the edge of the inside of your card with your favorite chosen adhesive. I like the green glue because it gives you a few seconds to zhuzh it in place. Next, grab your Mary Merlot piece and fold it in half. I've already pre-scored it for you, so it should fold over that piece nicely. So line up your scored edge with the cut edge of the garden green and flip it shut. And then attach your chosen adhesive on this side, making sure it doesn't flip over into your work area. And then flip it back and press down. That way you've got it positioned where you want it. Alright, next we're going to do some inking. So birthdays are the best days. Oh, that goes on the oval shape. And then happy birthday is the inside piece. Alright, I'm going to set that aside. I'm done with that. Alright, and then we can start finishing assembling. This is the inside piece. Alright, so I've started and stopped this video, and I'm not sure if I've mentioned I got this idea from my sister. And she got the idea from Rhonda Wade, who is a fellow demonstrator, so I just wanted to give Rhonda credit for this idea. I think the idea was this folding part, not necessarily all the rest of it. All the rest of it's my design. Okay, and then we're going to put some dimensionals right there. And then ribbon can be attached with some glue dots. You might have gotten some burlap ribbon, or you might have gotten some of this silky, satiny ribbon. I tried to coordinate with whatever kind of pressed petals pattern you got in your kit. Okay. That goes over the top. And then in your kit you've had a bunch of butterflies, I think 2 per card. Towards the end you might have gotten some more because I got a little punch happy. That goes on the inside. And there's that card. So here's the original. Here's the one I just did. I need to put this through the subtle embossing folder. I don't know if you can see the difference, but putting it through that subtle embossing folder just does that. It gives you a subtle impression. So very nice. Alright, so that one is all done. And I'm going to move along to the next one, which is the lighthouse one. Now, towards the end, I think everybody got a lighthouse one. I can't remember if any of you got the golf one. But the lighthouse one was pretty popular, so I embossed the front with the Coastal Weave embossing folder. So I did one each of card base for you so you could see what our embossing folders look like. And here's that embossing folder, the Coastal Weave. On this card, we use the stitch nested framelits. So these 2 pieces right here. And the rest of the stitched nested package is there. If you got a golf pattern, you also got an additional green piece in that smaller size to accentuate the stand and the happy birthday. Okay, so I can set that aside. And my stamps for this one come from By the Dock, the Here For You and the Bird. I'm going to be getting up and down a little bit because I know I'm running out of storage space, so I might have to weave a couple of videos together. So here's the Come Sail Away suite. I don't have this suite in my possession. It's at my sister's house. It's actually my sister's stamp. So here is the suite. Okay, so that's where this idea came from. Set that aside. So again, get out your glue stick, and since I gave away all my lighthouse paper, Come Sail Away paper in the kits, I had to stitch 2 pieces of 4x2 together on a backer sheet. Nobody will ever know. Whoever gets this card won't be upset that there's a crease right there. It actually adds a little bit of detail. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I think I just mentioned before I left, I have to stitch a few of these together. So I was at the part where I open up my ink pad and I do a couple of stamped images. So Here For You, it goes on the bottom. Let's just move that out of the way. And then I've got a couple of birds. So I was just mentioning that my sister's got this stamp set, so I had a pilfer from her, a card she sent me. So this is another image from the Come Sail Away stamp set. Right, I'm done with that. Close it up. I always close on my ink pads when I'm done, otherwise I dump something in an ink pad. My fingers, like I got some Mary Merlot ink on my fingers already. Or some paper I didn't mean to get wet. Let's see, this is a Magnolia Lane ribbon. And in that pack, it's a combo pack with some Mossy Meadow linen thread, I think it's called. It's like Baker's Twine linen thread. It's very pretty. This Magnolia Lane ribbon is super soft. Kind of reminds me of stuff that would be on a ship, like on a sailing ship. Kind of soft textures. And then I'm going to, this has got a dimension on the back. So again, pilfered from a card my sister gave me, because she has the stamp set. It goes right there. So there is the one I did previous and this morning. So 3 on there. Alright, going to set that aside. Moving ahead. Moving ahead to the next one, which would be this one. Like I said, I'm going to get up and down and see where I'm at and cut off if I need to. So this was the third card in your kits in the mail. Right here. I think this was the one on the sample photo. So a lot of you got some purples or some pinks and some purples. Kind of mixed it up. Like I said, just want to give you a variety. And the stitched framelit in this card was the rectangular one. So it's this big one. This is what comes in that set. And you use the big one for your background. Now a few of you didn't get your big background pieces cut because I was having problems keeping it straight. So I apologize for that, but hopefully you've got some kind of a framelit in your stash that you can cut your paper with. Alright, one card base of yours was embossed with the Tufted 3D embossing folder. I wanted to give you the option to see what that looked like, but you can emboss all the rest of your cards as you need to. Alright, so we're going to do the stamping first so that I get that out of the way. We have just a little note down here. Okay, in Blackberry Bliss ink. Alright, then you can actually decide which pattern you want up. I am going to do, I think I'm going to do the pink up. Because my pattern's kind of sideways. Since I had to refilm this, I had to go and recut a few things, and I guess I didn't make sure my pattern was going up and down on that one. So this strip can go on next. It's the 4x75 and 1 inch. And then you've got some ribbon here. You all got some assorted ribbon. You attach that down, however, actually I'm going to attach it down with some glue dots. Alright, and I bet you I'm going to stop filming in a second. If that happens, we'll just stitch this together. Love iMovie. Okay, so glue, let's see, how do I want my hearts? I think I want them like that. So green glue right there. Hey, I'm back. Hopefully this is going to be the last time I got to splice away my video. Alright, so glue stick this. And I just have a half a piece. If you want to use your other half, I know I punched two full punches in your kit. So I gave you 2 full of those, but I just had a small sheet, so I thought I could use half of it just to be economical. Alright, and then, let's see what else. Oh, you've got some Glimmer enamel shapes. A couple different sizes. Oh, and I forgot to bring over, we're just going to forget about that. I forgot to bring over the daisies to put over there. So you're going to attach your 2 daisies wherever you want, but I put them on the top of the heart, and then I put one of these glitter enamel shapes on the back side there. And then the inside I always do Whisper White. May have given you some more daisies to decorate. You do with whatever you like, alright? So thanks for hanging out with me, hanging in there with my video. I'm going to go through some of the products that I use. So this last card, we used a lot of punches. So these 2 heart punches are from the spring catalog. And then I use this little label for this punch right here. And then of course the medium daisy punch. And then the stamp set a little note is from the Butterfly Gala. Okay. Then, what else do I have to show you real quick before you skip along to the next video? I used the Butterfly Duet Punch on that first card. So this card right here, I'll bring all my cards back in. And I also gave you a bonus 3D project. So in that little baggie, you got a note, so you could stamp your sentiment or a punch shape, some ribbon, and a butterfly duet. So that's your little bonus gift for this time around. Then, a couple more things here real quick. I want to show you where some of the products are. There's the Coastal Weave. Now you can get the links to all these products through my online store. The heart punches, I didn't mark, but they're way back here. The heart punch pack is right there, page 10 of the spring catalog. Before I run out of video space, I think I'm going to go through my show special. so here is my show special. Place an online order through my online store using the host code 7RNHVGJ7, and you'll receive some designer series paper in the mail from me. I'll cut it down so it fits your card sizes. If you'd like to gather your friends and have your own host code, you can ask them to place orders using your host code, and if you get $300 in orders, I will ship you with the little ladybug stamp set with the coordinating dies. I have a couple of those. I've got some heirloom frames. I have some clear acrylic blocks that I can mail along to you. I want to reward those hostesses that have $300 in orders. If you are your own hostess, that's fine too. I'm happy to reward you with some free product. Alright, last thing is the June kits are up, or May kits are up. May kits in the mail. These are the designs. You can go to my blog at Super Awesome Stamper to see the designs and how to order. You'll get 3 each of the 4 different designs for this much. Last is, if you ordered kits from me last month and or are a customer of mine, I just created a Facebook group where I will share how I assembled all these cards. So full-length videos, a little less hectic. That way you can see how to assemble these cards once you get them in your mailbox. Alright, hope you had a fun day with One of a Kind. Thanks for hanging in there with me, and have a good day. Bye-bye.